All right, let's get right into it. What I want to break down for you today is the official GBC Standard Operating Procedure. And this comes straight from Dr. Geno Bradley's incredible Super Saturday training. But here's the thing. Don't think of this as just some boring manual. This is the blueprint. This is literally the architectural plan for building yourself a six-figure tax business.
And right off the bat, let's talk about the prize. This quote, it's not just a nice little phrase, it's the promise. It's what happens for every single person who really truly masters this system. Dr. Bradley makes it so clear. This level of success is a direct result of doing the work, consistently.
So here's our game plan. We're going to start with the big picture view of the blueprint, and then we'll drill down into the absolute core, that 5-step client workflow. After that, we'll cover the critical checkpoints that keep you safe, the nuts and bolts of getting paid, and then we'll land on the most important part of all, your execution.
Okay, first up, the six-figure blueprint. And we're calling it that for a reason. You know, this SOP, it isn't some list of restrictive rules made to slow you down. No way. It's a strategic framework, a playbook that's been engineered for speed, for quality, and most importantly, for your profitability. This right here is your #1 tool for growth. Now, let's get to the real engine room of your business, the 5-step client workflow. I want you to burn this into your brain because it is the non-negotiable foundation. Every client, every single return, every single time. Following this exact path is what separates the pros from the amateurs, and it guarantees a consistent, top-notch experience for everyone. And here it is, the whole workflow in one shot. It's a clean, logical progression, right? We're going to start with that very first moment a client reaches out, and we'll walk all the way through to getting that final legally binding signature. You ready? Let's jump into step 1.
So, step 1. This kicks off the very second a client raises their hand. They might slide into your DMs on Facebook, fill out a form, or ping you through the mobile app. Honestly, it doesn't matter where they come from. What matters is how you respond. The standard is a quick, professional acknowledgement immediately followed by a text message. That's the go-to channel for all your follow-up.
Next up is collecting their information, and this is absolutely critical for your efficiency and their security. There's a really clear hierarchy here. Channel 1, the mobile app, is your primary weapon of choice. It's the most secure, most streamlined option for everybody. The client portal? That's a solid plan B. And Channel 3, well, things like text and email are the absolute last resort. Only use them if the other two are completely impossible.
Okay, let's hit pause for a second. Want to talk about a button in the software that causes more confusion than maybe anything else. You've done all the data entry, the numbers are looking good, and you see that big, tempting e-file button. So what actually happens when you click it?
So here's the big reveal. Clicking e-file does not, and I'm going to say it again, it does not send the return to the IRS. I want you to think of it like an online shopping cart. This is your checkout process. It's the step where you finalize all the details and get the return ready for its final submission by headquarters. Getting this reframe in your head is a total game changer. And this slide just lays it all out for you. This is what's happening inside that checkout screen. It's your final pit stop, you're locking in the pricing, the client's bank info, their payment method, and this is where you handle all the critical compliance stuff, like their driver's license and that mandatory Form 8867 for due diligence. Nothing moves forward until this is all done. And that checkout process flows right into our final step, getting those all-important signatures. Now, what's really cool here is how the system actually rewards you for using the best tools. If your client uses the mobile app or the portal, their signatures get captured and uploaded automatically. You don't have to do a thing. But if you use any other method, well, then the burden is on you to chase down those documents and get them uploaded manually. Okay, so we've got the workflow down pat. Let's move into the next critical phase, checkpoints and compliance. Look, following the workflow is one thing, but these next steps, these are what protect you, they protect your client, and they protect the integrity of your entire business. This is basically your professional armor.
Before any return leaves your desk and goes to headquarters, you have one final personal checkpoint, the Orders Quality Control Form, or OQC. I want you to think of this as your pre-flight checklist. It's you certifying that every step was done right, that the signatures are locked in, payments confirmed, and that your own compensation is documented correctly.
And let's be crystal clear on this point, because there is zero wiggle room. This slide says it all. If there is no completed OQC form for a client's return, headquarters will not e-file it. Period. It's a hard stop in the process. It's really that simple.
Compliance also means your due diligence is absolutely non-negotiable. We already talked about Form 8867 and the driver's license. That happens in the checkout. But you also have to collect Social Security cards. And be super careful here. The only exception is for clients you personally know, and that's a very, very high bar. For any new client, this is not optional.
Next up, let's talk about the part we're all working for, right? Securing your payment. Understanding these options inside and out is crucial, not just for you, but so you can explain them clearly to your clients and make sure you get paid correctly and on time every single time.
So there are two simple paths here. On the left, the client pays you directly, right up front. This is the absolute lowest cost option for them, and then you just submit the required fees to GBC. On the right, the fee is taken directly from their refund using a bank product. It's super convenient for the client, of course, but that convenience comes with a higher bank fee. The policy is simple. You always have to offer the client the choice.
So what's this number? $108. If you go with that client pays upfront option, this is the magic number. It's the total amount you need to submit to GBC for that return, which breaks down to the $58 e-file fee plus the $50 team director admin fee.
And all of this brings us to our final, and honestly, our most important section, your execution, your success. We have laid out the entire blueprint for you. The system is proven to work. The tools are incredibly powerful. But a blueprint is just a piece of paper until a builder actually brings it to life. And that builder, that's you.
And construction begins with mastering your tools. The expectation here is non-negotiable. You absolutely must do your own tax return using the mobile app. Why? Well, because you can't be an expert guide for a journey you haven't taken yourself. You need to feel every click, every upload, every signature, right from the client's perspective.
And remember, you are not building this business alone. You have a support system. This chart clearly lays out the leadership structure for you. Just find your name or your group, look to the left, and that's your team director. They are your go-to resource for guidance and support. So, here it is, your action plan. This is how you start generating serious momentum. Post on social media 3 times a day. Text your entire contact list. Build your confidence by using practice clients, and stay sharp by showing up to the weekly Super Saturday sessions. And as you're doing all this, just keep one crucial note in mind for this season. First-year EFIN holders are not approved for refund advances, so you have to make sure all your marketing reflects that reality.
Let's end this exactly where we began, with this powerful truth from Dr. Bradley. Training provides the system, tools, and support, but execution is personal. The blueprint for a 6-figure business is right here. It's in your hands. The only question left is, how are you going to execute?